Hello, everybody. Here we are for another amazing event with our Holland Alumni Network. Well, now I was just checking the numbers, and we're 8,000 people, like myself, who came to the Netherlands to study. I came to study in Tilburg University like 10 years ago. It was winter. So you can imagine this. So, I'm from Colombia. I normally live in Amsterdam. Now I'm in Colombia, trapped to you know what. Coronavirus happening, so we have to stay safe and at home. I hope that everybody who's watching is indoors. And take good notes because this month, especially and next month, we're going to be focusing on basically employability and building your career. For those who don't know anything about what is the Holland Alumni Network, we gather international students and alumni around the Netherlands, people that like me who came to study and then we went back home or stay in the Netherlands. In total, we are present in 80 countries and we have more than 70,000 people who came to the Netherlands, to that small, beautiful country that we like, right? So we have been hosting virtual events to also gather community and invite new people to join us. All our events are 100% for free. And we are going to be hosting also special events by the end of the year, so stay tuned for that. Today, we're going to be talking about how to find a job via LinkedIn. Important topic, and that's why we brought our expert, Nico, who is going to be sharing his insights. Not only he's a trainer and expert on LinkedIn, but he's a local. And we, as international communities, we need locals, right? To know how to pronounce Scheveningen. Maybe I did it good. But okay, I'm happy to welcome Nico and to introduce you to the topic today. For those who are watching, remember this event is live for a reason. We want you to be joining us via comments with your questions. There is no stupid question to ask, so please let us know. And by the end, we're going to be also talking about upcoming events, but most importantly, please, I don't know, make sure that you have your best drink and you stay really cozy because we have 1 hour in total, including presentation and then Q&A. Okay, welcome, Nico.
Hi, good evening. Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Good. I was really happy to introduce you like the local that can help us here.
Yeah, that's guy.
So let's do a little introduction about Nico, who you are, apart from being a local, how do you end up doing trainings and learning a lot about LinkedIn?
Yeah, no, my name is Nico Wijboer. I'm 52 years old, living here in Haarlem, in the Netherlands. I got a lot of sales experience, 25 years, 10 years. I've worked as a manager of account managers and worked a lot with social media. And the last 10 years, I did a lot with LinkedIn. In my time as a manager, and now I'm specialized in LinkedIn, working on my own, and I have my own company and do it now for 3 years, and I'm specialized in LinkedIn, as I say.
That's it.
It's very interesting, and I'm going to show you this evening the possibilities of LinkedIn.
Yeah, so today we're going to focus on how to find a job on LinkedIn, so managing and basically upgrading your LinkedIn profile to something professional, to something that really stands out when looking for a job in the Netherlands, but also in general anywhere in the world, right?
Yes, right.
That's the idea. So after this event, you're going to be able to optimize your LinkedIn professional profile, find the right potential employers, learn how to reach out and use the right tools to do that. Position yourself as top professional on LinkedIn, professional branding. That's what we're promising, right, Nico?
Yeah. Right.
So please take notes. This is a webinar, so Nico's going to be presenting, and afterwards I'm going to be hopping on back to our conversation, sharing all the questions that you're going to be sharing via comments. So make sure that you use the comment box to post all your questions. I'm going to be gathering them and then sharing everything during Q&A. Okay? Thank you, Nico, for sharing this in advance, and see you soon.
Alrighty. Now, welcome everybody. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay. Okay, now again, welcome everybody by this webinar, how to find a job via LinkedIn. I hope you have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or water. That's better. And yeah, I'm going to show you my slides, and I'm going to say you watch for now.
One suggestion: open the slides big because I can only see a little bit in the right corner, in the left corner.
Sorry?
Can you open the slides bigger?
Bigger? Okay.
Yes, like you had it before. Right now, they're in the left corner.
Okay, do another try.
You can share your screen again. Yes, like we had it before, so everybody can watch everything. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, this is okay?
It's perfect.
Now this. Okay, people. Why LinkedIn now? Now, 1 out of 3 professionals on the planet is on LinkedIn right now, and that's huge. That's unbelievable. So now is the moment to be present on LinkedIn. For LinkedIn worldwide, we have now 690 million members in 200 countries and regions worldwide. And in the Netherlands, we're in the top of the world. We have now almost 8 million professionals on LinkedIn, and that's huge. Well, a little bit about the daily use of LinkedIn. There was last year, 2 years ago, there was an increase in daily use of 19%. This year, there was an increase of 24%. And what LinkedIn is, these are the numbers of LinkedIn. What do they mean? The engagement, so that people log in 2 times a day, that they optimize the profile, that they share content, and so on. So like the content, give comments. That's what I mean by daily use, and that's use increase. Now, maybe I don't know if you know this guy. This is Gary Vaynerchuk, and yeah, big name in the internet marketing scene. And he says, it's like his quotes, LinkedIn 2020 is like Facebook 2012. And there's a huge opportunity for your businesses, brands, and you personally on organic reach right now. So this is the time to be on LinkedIn. And because of the corona situation worldwide, there was a 55 increase last month in user activity in the recent weeks. So you can see here in this quote, and it makes sense that with people working from home, there are more eyes on screens, and as a result, more conversations and interactions on LinkedIn. Put simply, people are using LinkedIn more often and for longer periods. Now, LinkedIn is the way people are getting jobs, building their businesses, landing clients, and networking these days. Now, why I'm using LinkedIn if you want to find a job? Now, first of all, when you apply to a job, many employers, yes, they look at your resume, but they also head right away to your LinkedIn profile. And second, many recruiters skip over reading resumes of those who apply and simply hop on to LinkedIn, type in a few keywords of exactly the skills, the titles, the location, and of the person they are looking for. Now here's a screenshot of the LinkedIn Recruiter Premium account. There's a paid account, what recruiters are using. When I was a manager, I was also recruiting for personal, and when I worked in the recruiting, I frequently talked with other recruiters, and it became apparent that LinkedIn is the default tool of choice to find talent. And recruiters spend a lot of portion of the time to conducting searches using the LinkedIn Recruiter tool like this. And you can see here print screen, how do they do it? They have using keywords like the job titles. So you can see here user experience designer, product designer, interactive designer, the location, the skills, the companies they work for, and so on. So it's very important to be on LinkedIn. So as you can see, now the odds that show up in a search, like they are based on your keywords, your location, your network size, how many connections you have on LinkedIn, and your level of engagement on the platform, if you are using it a lot of not. Now, well, there are other factors. These are the top 4 most crucial. So your keywords, your location, your network size, and your engagement. Now, what the subjects for tonight is, first of all, what is your goal and what's your mission? How to optimize your LinkedIn profile. You can zoom in your profile. How do you do a search on LinkedIn, and how you can make connections on LinkedIn on the right way. Now, first of all, you have to change your settings, and you can find it if you go to your profile, your profile on LinkedIn, and you can see here at the arrow, the red arrow, the settings in privacy. Because why is this important? Because every time you make a change to your profile, your network will receive a notification of it, and most people don't like this. So that's important if you're going to work on your profile, is that you put this off. Now, first of all, it's very important that you ask yourself, okay, what is my goal with LinkedIn? And then you have to question yourself on those questions. So you can see here on screen. Example, who is your audience, and how do you want to perceive by your audience? And what action would you like your audience to take? So these are very important questions to ask yourself before you start with LinkedIn. Now, your profile is very important. I see a lot of profiles, lousy profiles, no photos, no banners, not fully full in, you name it. And you can see your LinkedIn profile is your like a mini website, or your personal landing page. Very important. Now, also by the settings, this is a tip from my side. You go to job seeking preference, and you see signal your interest to recruiters at company you've created job alerts for. So that's you can change to the yes. So you have to pop it on. And so on this way, the recruiters can see that you're open for business, for a job. Okay, now we go to dive in the LinkedIn profile. I want to start with your picture, and I got 2 examples. I got this example and this one. Now you guess. This one is not really okay for LinkedIn, because this is a nice picture with a cap on. You can use it for Twitter or for Facebook, but not for LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a professional network, and network for B2B professionals. So this is not the right picture. Now, what is the right picture for LinkedIn? A nice professional picture, high quality picture, and that's really important, that you have a nice and good picture. Now, why it is important to have a good professional profile picture? Because for many of your visitors, this is the first thing they look at, and people are always look at pictures and videos. So your profile picture, very important. I got a tip for you. There is a free platform, and that's called photofiller.com. And here you have people who are rating photos and pick the best one. And that's also what I did. I uploaded it, so as you can see, 3 photos, 3 pictures. And then the people who are rated, they look at 3 components: at competent, at likable, and influential. Now you see the right picture. That's the best one because he has a 9.2 on competent, a 9.3 at likable, and a 9.5 at influential. And so you can pick the right picture for you for your LinkedIn profile, and it is free. So that's a very cool platform to use it for a nice picture. Another tips: have yourself photographed by a professional or with a very good camera. We have nice smartphones like iPhone, Samsung, you name it. Provide a clear and simple backgrounds, and wear what you will wear at your work or in your professional situation. Use a high resolution image. And this one is important. Shoulder and higher is ideal. And make sure your face take up the most of it. Does not zoom out, but a little bit zoom in till the shoulder. And the last one is important: smile. Okay, it was about the picture. Then we go through to the cover photo. And I see a lot of profiles. I do this, this is my work. I see it every day. I see so many profiles with no cover photo, and that's a shame. That's a pity. So make sure if you make a cover photo that fits nicely with your profile photo. And I got also the second tip for tonight is also a free platform, and that is called Canva.com. Canva.com, and there you can make a nice cover photo for free. And they have nowadays also made complete templates for the LinkedIn cover photo. So it's really easy. And so as you can see in this example of my own profile, the green color is my home style, and you can make slogans. I got here LinkedIn training, LinkedIn lead generatie, LinkedIn profiel optimalisatie, and social selling. And this is looking really nice for someone who's coming up on your profile. And what I said, people like pictures, like good style. So this is important that you upload a nice cover photo. Okay, now we're going serious because this is the most important element in your LinkedIn profile, and that is your headline. And what I said here, change your headline of your profile based with keywords on the role that you want, because you're looking for a job, so that's very handy to do that. Now, and here you see an example. I picked a senior market research manager, and that's also the keyword you want to find on it, because LinkedIn is a great search engine, so it's very important that you using the right keywords. not only for LinkedIn, but also for Google. So for this SEO, so the search engine optimization in Google, if you want to find that people can find you in Google, because Google indexes LinkedIn very well. So using the right keywords, that's very important in your headline. Now, writing then a compelling one-liner for your headline, make it nice with emoticons or other signs. You see here my example. I'm a commercial guy. I'm doing business to business, and my keywords are for my business is LinkedIn trainer and coach, social selling, B2B lead generation, and I help to use LinkedIn in the nice way. So yeah, look very careful at your headline. Very important that you take the time for it, and using the right keywords. Okay, we are going further to the about session in your LinkedIn profile, and is also a nice and important section in your profile. I always call it the elevator pitch. So you can put here large text with it. So from, okay, who am I, what am I doing? And very important is that you always have a CTA. And then with CTA, I mean a call to action. Sorry, and you see the call to action. Interesting, contact me, my phone number, my email address, and send me a connection request or email directly via LinkedIn. So this is also important for your about session. Just write a nice summary of how you got to where you are today. You can put your accomplishment and what makes you passionate. Write all this in the first person. Talk about the skills you have building, why you love that industry, maybe why you love sales or marketing or whatever. Delete the fussy facts. So, example, I'm driven, I'm organized. These are not useful for LinkedIn profile. And reference any personal projects in your fields. And here it is, include a call to action, such as contact me at or check out my website. Now this is also updated in the LinkedIn profile, the featured section. And this is a new area in your profile. Very cool. And there you can showcase your work samples that you're most proud of it. For example, you can feature posts that you have shared, or articles you published on LinkedIn, or you can even external media like documents, videos, PDFs, and links. And here I cut featured my free LinkedIn profile checklist. It is in Dutch, and also very nice. I cut my calendar here, and calendar is an electronic agenda, and people can schedule a 50-minute meeting with me, and that's works perfectly. Very cool feature. So this you can find by feature. Now, then we go further in your profile. We have the experience section. Now, check the job titles, the companies you work for, and the dates are accurate. Clearly indicate any promotions that you received. Provide descriptions of each company. and delete earlier or miscalculated roles that don't enhance the career narrative. So that's important by the experience section. And I always call this your resume plus. And you have a lot of room here. You can also include media in your experience if you have that. Also interesting to do. You have space enough and make it nice with bullets and so that it is easy to read. Also on mobile, and a lot of people are using the LinkedIn app on their smartphone. So make it nice, and also put those keywords in this section. It's also the keywords you want to find on. Put them here in your experience session. Then we came by the contact information, and I see a lot of people don't fill this in, and it's a pity. Claim your own customer URL and create a URL based on your name, and add links to your contact information, like maybe you have a website or your Twitter account, your email address, your mobile phone. So that's important that you do it and that you fill it in your contact information. Now you can find it in your profile. It's at the right at the top, and there you can edit profile and your URL. You see it with the red arrows. Now you can see here my URL, linkedin.com/Nico Wijnboer. Because if you have the standard URL, you always get your name, and then it is full with numbers and letters, and that is not, and that looks ugly. So you have to make your, so as we call it, a clean URL. And it is also nice to put, an example, your signature in your email, and then you have a nice URL. Okay, now we have the one of the last and most also very important element in your LinkedIn profile, and that is skills and endorsements. Now, if you do this to show up in far more searches, because your headline is very important. But secondly, the skills and endorsement is important. So, and just don't just put whatever skills LinkedIn suggests to you to include. Add the skills that show up in the job description that you are targeting. And not again, beside your headline, this is the second most highly ranked place LinkedIn mines data from, and to get to show up you in searches. So you can ask, for example, your friends, your colleagues, your aunt, and pin the top 3 skills to the top of your skills session. That's important. And again, that's important for the search engine in LinkedIn. So skills and endorsement. Alrighty. Then I have the endorsement. Now write a couple of recommendations for people and ask them to do the same in return. I always call it your social proof. Very interesting to do that. Add skills relevant to career to be endorsed. Place most important 3 at the top, and rotate the top 3 skills every few months to encourage endorsement on them to other people, and especially for skills you have on your profile. Okay. Then we have a new section in the LinkedIn profile. I think it's now for I think 2 months. Maybe you have seen it on in the feed by other people, other profiles, and that's the open to work frame. So you have I call it a framework in your picture, and you can see that here that this guy Satyam is open to work. Now, if you are looking for a job, I think you have to do this. I think it's interesting, and it's a new function in LinkedIn, and I would say to you, use it. Now, another thing is important. Make sure your profile is set to public. You always, and again, you can find this in your settings, and you have to go to your profile, and there you can make sure that your profile is set to public. Now, prepare your profile. LinkedIn has statuses. Maybe you saw it. Now you have to go for your all-star status. Dus you have a beginner status, medium, and all-star. So you have to go for the all-star status. Now use professional-looking pictures. Don't leave any field open. And make sure that you have 500 plus connections. Because your profile will not appear in a hiring person's search results if you are not in their network. So, yeah, this is logical. More connections means more visibility. So you have to work on your network. Now you can make, if you want to grow your network, you can make a connection with family, with friends, with teachers, professors, work colleagues, network events, and other people you can find on LinkedIn. Now, the more connections you have, the higher your profile will rank. And the more connections you have, the wider your network will be. So you will appear in more searches. So you have to grow your network, and again, 500 plus is really necessary. Then we go to the search on LinkedIn, and we call that advanced search. Now, where can you find it? You have to go to your homepage, and then you see at the top, at the left, you see the search bar. I got here a print screen with an example. I put in the search bar jobs, and I give an enter. Now, then you get this result. This is totally new. I think this is only a week old. It is really improved. It's a lot more easier to search in the LinkedIn machine. So that's perfect because you see now jobs posted, so you can make a selection on it. Experience level, company, job type, remote, and LinkedIn futures, or you can put it on all filters. So this is really easy now to find people, to find employers. I want to say piece of cake. What I did, I filter all filters, so you can see at the right, all filters. Then you can this field, and here you have 10 filters you can filter on. So this is really cool. And in this example, I did sort by most relevant, the data posted on any time, experience level, mid-senior level, location Amsterdam, LinkedIn features in your network, job type full-time, and job function I did, information technology. Now, you give it an enter, apply, and then you have your result, and you can view your list. And this is really, really cool. And also you see at the right in this example, IKEA senior software engineer, payment integrations, group digital, and you can save it. So you can take a look later on it, or you can immediately apply to this function, to this job. So yeah, really nice, really nice. It's a big improvement for LinkedIn. Now, and then what also is really interesting in the job search is that you can create a job alert. And you see here the red arrow, job alert off, and you can switch it to on. And yeah, that's really cool because then you can create a search alert. Then you can say, okay, I want to have an email from LinkedIn daily or weekly. Now, we can put it here on weekly. And then LinkedIn will inform you by email every week on the new jobs regarding to your search. So you get it here, so you can see my Gmail account. And this is in Dutch, zoekmelding voor personen. I did a search on business consultants. And LinkedIn send me every week the new alerts on that search. In this example, business consultant. So this is really, really perfect function in LinkedIn. Very useful. Now, to find alumni on LinkedIn, you have to go to your school page. In order to do this, type the college of your university name in the search bar at the top, and then make sure that you select the school's university page, not the employer page. And when you are on the school page, you will see alumni on the menu under the header. And I saw today that they moved it to the left. And there you can find it, and then you can do a search like I like the search here before. Okay, now connecting on LinkedIn. If you want to, sip of my water. If you want to grow your network, now first of all, you're going to search for people that are interesting. What is your talking audience? Find the right target group, now, and then you make a connection with those people. Very important to personalize the invitation to connect, because you have a big blue knock and a button. Sorry, but if you click on that button, then you have the possibility to make a personal invitation, and that's always better to do a personal invitation. And then you can engage with your network, show commitment, and build the relationship and create opportunities for yourself. And this is the way I work on LinkedIn, and I can say it worked really, really well. If you're a little bit handy, it's really easy to make connection with the right people and in your target audience. But always do it with a personal invitation. That's important. Now, and this is the total picture. Just create your personal brand, find your target audience, engage with it, and build the relationship with it. So this is my technique for it. Then I have for you a daily routine, and that means comment 2 minutes, connecting 1 or 2 a day, always personal invitation 2 minutes, acknowledge someone, help someone. There you have it. Ask for recommendations 2-3 minutes, share an update, maybe 1 time in a week. 2-4 minutes, and and who viewed your profile, and look back on the other one's profile. 2 minutes, and then you have 10 minutes a day. That's not really a problem. Then you can, there's also a tip is, they call it social selling index. The URL is linkedin.com/salesSSI. And here you can find your performance on LinkedIn. Now, as you can see, I have a performance at 80, 81, I believe. That's really okay. And maybe it's handy, I don't know. And this is also important by your photo. Make sure also that your photo is on public, because otherwise they don't see your picture, and that would be a shame. And you can see how you do that. Okay, now I think, I go to the time. We go to the Q&A. I'm going back to Maria. Hello, Maria. Oi.
Now I am back. Yes.
I think it was on mute.
During the whole time, but taking notes and sharing all the tips via comments with the URLs that you mentioned for Calendly, for Canva, also for learning more about your score, social selling. So everything is shared with everybody.
Okay, cool.
So thank you for this. It was really not only about the relevance about the LinkedIn, but I think that the most important thing about this type of events is to make it actionable. So thank you for all the tips and, exactly where to click, what to do, because that's what we normally miss in this type of events. So thank you for those insights. And now I invite everybody to join us with their questions. I have one here from Michelle Francine. I will show it here,
Okay, Michiel.
This is Michiel, actually. He was asking about what about deleting experiences? Also, if that seems to create a gap in your experience timeline, doesn't that trigger questions? What he means is all the experiences, and when you see that there's a gap, for example, when you were not working or at work, how to go around.
I know recruiters now. That's not really handy. If you have a gap, you definitely get a question about it. So yeah, that's not. I think you don't have to have a gap in your experience, because they ask you what's the reason for it. And
okay, so what would be the advice then in case you actually took a gap during 1 year, or you were what will happen then, or what's your suggestion?
But I'm not really get the question, because can you
back here? Yes.
What about the letting? Also, it seems to create a gap. Yeah. Yeah. Then maybe it's handy that Michiel send an email to me via LinkedIn or via my website, and maybe I can help him with that, because then I have to look to the situation. And
yes. For everybody who wants to have a one-on-one with Nico, please send us an email so we can help you schedule everything via the Holland Alumni Network. I'm going to post it here on comments. Holland Alumni, can you please, Juliana, post or Gmail so we can set up a call to show, basically to understand your case, because rather than thinking about what is on LinkedIn, we need to understand what are your goals and what is basically what keeps you busy.
Indeed, yeah. It's important to know details, and I don't know now the details, so a little bit difficult to say that.
Okay, but overall,
you can contact me, no problem.
Yeah, perfect. So here's an email, so you can also have more information. And of course, Nico is available on LinkedIn. Yes. Daniela, you have questions as well, couple of questions. So we're waiting for your questions. And actually, Michiel is saying, no, it's linked to that. I will show you here. What he's saying is deleting experiences that you don't fit in the narrative. So, for instance, you say, I'm Maria and I want to get a job in marketing. And for instance, I had, experience that is not matching my goal. So,
Yeah.
what's the recommendation when, selecting what to keep so your profile looks ready for that recruiter to find you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes? So that's what he meant. So if you recommend to delete experiences that are not fitting the career goal that you have,
Yeah.
so it will make sense for the recruiter, right?
Yes. Yeah, you have always to look to look in the head of the recruiter.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Michiel, does that reply to your question? Anyway, we're going to schedule one-on-one with Nico as well, so you can discuss your particular situation. But in the end, the recommendation is that once you establish your goal and what you want to accomplish in your next career steps, everything in your profile is basically in line to, or aligned to that goal, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, cool. So Danielle is asking this. So Daniel, he says, my Dutch is still not business level. Should I still consider job posts in Dutch? Should I try my luck applying for jobs with descriptions in English, but which require Dutch speaking?
Yeah. Everybody's in Holland. Everything is international right now. In these days, everything is in English. Can you show me the question again?
I will show you the question again. And also, if you think, guys, that we need to complement the questions with additional comments, I'm reading you here. So he's asking about.
Should I try my luck applying for jobs with description in English? Yeah, I think so. Then, yeah. Difficult to say now.
Yeah. So our advice is normally to apply to all jobs, like regardless of your level of Dutch, because as internationals in the Netherlands, we also are high skilled, and especially if you're part of the Holland Alumni Network, you came to the Netherlands to study.
And
so
it depends on the company, because what I say, a lot of companies, the language is English, so I think that's not a problem. But yeah, the smaller countries, yeah, maybe that's more in Dutch, I think.
For the smaller provinces or smaller companies, you mean?
Smaller companies, yeah, difficult.
Good questions.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Well, in general, we always recommend every international to learn Dutch, but that shouldn't be an obstacle for you to apply for jobs or to start your own business.
Yeah, then I should applying in English.
Yeah, you should apply in English and also check how international oriented is that company. If it's a company that cares about diversity and it cares about having a lot of international talent involved in their operations.
Yeah.
Another one from Daniel. So there you go. Many job posts are from HR agencies. They show no pictures, very general job descriptions, and they usually send you to their site, in which you waste a lot of time registering.
Yeah, maybe it's smart to find the AR manager on LinkedIn or on Google, and then maybe a little bit brutal, but then you have to apply to them directly.
Yeah, well, then he's wondering how seriously he should take those recruiters that are in between, those HR agencies. Because of course we cannot generalize and say that every HR agency is going to be a waste of time. It's not true, because of course I know a lot of internationals that are hired via HR agencies that have a partnership or close partnership with corporates in the Netherlands. So it's not black and white like they are.
No. You have to go for it.
But in the end, it's about talking to the right person, right? And getting getting in
Always,
touch with the
always
right person.
finding the right person. Yeah.
That's it. For Danielle and for everybody who's here, I have a big announcement. And Nico is going to be joining our first international job fair called Here to Work. We're going to post it as well there. You see, November 19th and 20th, we're going to host a specific event, 2 days event, just to talk about how to find a job in the Netherlands, what the Netherlands has to offer for international talent. So we're going to also post in comments how to register, because all the content is going to be accessible for free, and we have like paid tickets at discount of 50% off for one-on-one meetings with career coaches and HR managers and recruiters. So that will be a big opportunity for you to continue conversation on this topic. So since we have like 10 minutes left, Nico's going to be speaking at the event, and we can go more in depth into this relevant topic, right? Anybody else? More questions, please. We still have some minutes to wrap it up. Any questions, specific tips on LinkedIn, or anything that Nico covered around profiles, best practices? Any specific questions on that? Let me check. I'm checking out the comments right now to see if anybody has questions, because you provide us with a lot of specific tips and tools. Waiting for questions. Otherwise, I will have questions. Otherwise, I will bring my own questions. You mentioned, Nico, about the goal of growing your network, and you said that to have more than 500 connections, like to be 500 plus, is important. And there was one slide where you show like you can add, like a fellow, students, or like professionals from your network,
Yeah.
family, friends. How to be, how to grow as fast as possible, but without having people that are not really relevant.
Yeah,
So
that it's very important that you have a nice and clean network. So you have, careful with that to not invite everybody. I get nowadays a lot of invitations on LinkedIn from everybody from the world, but that's not my target audience. So I do not accept every invitation. Only if I think, this is really an interesting person for me, for my network. So that's important, that you ask yourself, okay, what's my target audience?
Yeah.
Who do I want to connect with?
And, so for instance, in this case, when you're looking for a specific job in the Netherlands, or like, let's say the example, like I'm trying to find marketing jobs in the Netherlands, that's what should be my selection criteria to say this is the people that I want to connect with, or that I want to accept invites from.
Then I want to advise you to look at all the marketing companies in the Netherlands. Every company has a company page on LinkedIn, and there you can find the people that work at that company. So I think that's interesting, because then you can find the HR manager or the manager you're looking for. I don't know, and then make a connection with them.
Yeah. Another thing that is important is that people in the Netherlands are really open to help. Sometimes in countries where you have high hierarchies, it's like, well, I cannot talk to this manager, and it's not true.
I think that's really typical Dutch. The acceptance in Holland is quite high, I think, is my opinion.
Yeah.
And, you have to go for it and grow your network, because how bigger your network, how bigger your visibility on LinkedIn. Like LinkedIn is a search engine, so it's important that they can find you.
100%, and that you can talk to people that you want, also the role that you want, the current marketing people. Those people can tell you how things are inside for real, how they found the job, what's the thing from the company culture that really makes them happy about what they are doing.
And send messages to those people, ask questions, and
people are willing to help, really, especially in the
proactive.
Here we have another question from Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
So there you go. I like it, huh, Daniel? Good.
Good.
Dare to ask questions. This is how you can put it into practice.
Yeah.
So in some requests, they ask you your desired salary. This is, of course, a very difficult question. How should we approach this? What is the goal behind this query for recruiters? From recruiters, what do they really want to know by asking you what's your desired salary?
Yeah, because they have a budget.
That's it.
It's a money thing. They have a budget, and they have to find people to fit in that budget, I think.
Okay. So how to go around that if Daniel is asked, okay, Daniel, great profile. How much do you want to earn? As an indication that shows where he wants to be, but also shows certain flexibility if he wants to really go for that specific position, for example.
Yeah, then you have to let it open, I guess, if you want to have that position.
Okay. So you say, I just want to work with you and I leave it open to what you can offer me?
Let's go to talk with each other, and then we can find each other after that conversation financially, I guess.
Good. So I think it's good because you were in sales for a long time, Nico, and I think that Dutch people are by nature salespeople. They know how to sell themselves really good, and for us as internationals, we're a bit lost in translation about how direct to be or how to, show ourselves in a way that looks confident, but also gives space to flexibility,
And for me, with Dutch people, you have to be proactive.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's important.
So dare to be proactive.
Yeah. Go for it.
Great. Let's continue here. We have many questions. So, Kalpesh, do I pronounce your name correctly? So he say, hi, Nico Maria. I got rejection for particular position, and I see the position is reposted again. How many times should I apply to the same position?
Yeah, I should try it. Maybe you have to contact the contact person.
So how to find the person? How do you know
sorry.
How do you know who is the contact person so you can reach out directly?
Find out searching the internet, Google, LinkedIn. You can find it, really. I'm sure.
Yeah, 100% use the LinkedIn search engine is one of the most advanced social media.
It's really, really, really cool and really good. You can find a lot on the search engine of LinkedIn. But you have to take time for it.
It's about taking time, searching for it by the company and seeing who's working currently there and finding the HR manager or the people who are
and contact that person. Proactive.
Yeah. Be proactive. Here we go with proactive people. Juan Carranza Parra. So, hola Juan, he speaks in Spanish, obviously. The user has a minimum number of words in the headline. For some job positions, I need to introduce myself as ecologist, or for others as soil and plant researcher consultant.
Yeah. Okay. But you have now that's new since 1 month. You have now the possibility for 220 characters in your headline, and it was 120, and now it's at 220.
Okay, so you can even fit more in.
Yeah, you can fit what you like. And what I said, think about the keywords. On what keyword do you want to find that the recruiters want to find you, and what you want to say to the world? What is your message? What is your what are you capable of? That sort of things.
Okay, so even that headline that you have right now, ecologist with emphasis on soil and plant sciences, it's good as a title, but maybe you should add more like a call to action, right?
This is good. I could write a headline, ecologist with emphasis on soil. Yeah, this is good. This is good. No, it's not too long. Do you have another suggestion? Yeah. Schedule a meeting with me, 50 minutes, and then we can take a look at your headline.
Good. Yeah, everybody, please pay attention because we posted our email there, so we can give you access to Nico's agenda as well, so you can talk to him and get one-on-one advice. Yeah. So, well, last question because we have 1 minute to wrap it up. From again, we're speaking about Dutch. I like it that we internationals we want to go for Dutch. Boom. It's not necessary. It's necessity. And looking for an internship.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, if you're
everybody's talking English here, so
you can do an internship, you can do a job, you can build a company in English in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Dutch people appreciate when we integrate, when we do the effort, when we show we want to do that, right?
Yeah, right.
So that's it. So thank you everybody for for your questions, for being so proactive. It's all about that, putting yourself out there. And Nico, I think that was really direct and clear about the fact that you need to be proactive and that you need to look it up because all the information is available. It's about finding your keywords, of course, based on your goal and finding the right people to talk to, right?
Within very, very important in your profile.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nico, for this. It was fun.
Okay.
Many questions.
Thank you, Maria.
And for everybody who wants to book a meeting with Nico, send us an email so we can schedule something special. And also know that Nico's going to be joining the International Job Fair that we're planning for both days, like for the 19th and 20th of November. That's going to be the first fair organized by the Holland Alumni Network. And we, as I said before, we gather 8,000 people in the Netherlands and more than 70,000 around the globe. So please come. We're going to be at least 1,000 attendees, and we're going to have nice experts like Nico sharing their local insights on how to get things done, right? In the end, it's about accomplishing your goals. Okay, everybody? Thank you for this, and we stay in touch. Pay attention to our social media channels, and for everybody who didn't sign up, remember that you will receive a thank you email with the slides and with this video, so you can just go again around this and recap and share it with everybody who you think that should be benefit that can be beneficial for them to get this content. Okay, Nico, thank you. Have a nice evening. Time to disconnect and have nice lekker dinner.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Doei doei.